Will I be laid off? Hi, my name's Pat. This is Ready for Retirement. And the question is, will I be laid off? Will my company start depleting our hours so much that I will no longer have a job? So that's my contemplation. That's where I'm at. I'm 61 and a half, as I've said in previous videos. I'm going to be turning 62 in August. And will I be taking Social Security at that time and just go ahead and take my retirement? So that's my dilemma. My company is slowing down. They're making us take our PTO, of all things, to get our 40 hours. So if we're only getting 30 hours a week, they're making us take 10 hours of our PTO time to get the 40 hours so we can put 40 hours on our paychecks. Now, I don't know how you guys live, but I live on a budget of 40 hours a week with my job, and that's how I live. So if I have to start using all my PTO, well, they're say goodbye to vacations and everything else, I guess. And I'm going to have to start dipping into savings, I guess, to supplement my income for the next 7 months if this happens. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to happen, but if it does, it's going to be a bummer. There's a lot of people out on YouTube who have opted to go ahead and just jump right into retirement early before they got to, Social Security age, and they've set up bridge accounts to do so, to live off of. Well, I didn't do that, and I don't have that kind of money in order to deal with that right now. And in lieu of quitting and just taking on a secondary job, like a part-time job, or that's not going to fund me for 7 months. The only way I could do it is to actually go out and get another job and work like I work now to keep the money coming in. That's going to be a difficult thing to do at my age. Probably not extremely difficult, but difficult enough. Do I want to do it? No. Do I have to do it? Maybe. Can I do it? Of course I can. But like I said, it's not something I want to do, and it's not something I would wish on anybody at this stage in their life to go through. When I first started with my company, we were salaried employees. And even though I'm a blue collar worker, I work out in the field. I'm a service tech, and I work on ladders, and I troubleshoot different kinds of electronic systems, and that's what I do. That's what my job is. And I don't want. I was a salaried employee, and then right before the pandemic came around, they switched us from salary to hourly. Right before the pandemic. I've been with my present company for 10 years. And right before the pandemic hit, they made us hourly. At that time, during the pandemic, I was never shorted hours. They gave us downtime hours to use to get us through the pandemic when things were slow. And we only slowed down for a few months during the pandemic, which wasn't bad. And we actually got more work, because I'm in the security field, and our work kind of ramped up during the pandemic because people were more worried about staying secure, with cameras and alarm systems and access control stuff and things like that. But there was a couple months when we were slow, but they padded us with downtime, so we were able to put that on our time cards. But now they won't. They are tightening the screws so tight that we are not allowed to have any kind of downtime or anything that will help pad our paychecks. And they flat out told us we have to use our PTO time to pad our paychecks to get the 40-hour work weeks in. it's disgusting. I never thought I'd be in this position. Now I understand there's a lot of probably union people out there, and that don't get paid time off, and I understand that. But I chose my profession specifically so I could have paid time off and vacation time over the holidays and things like that. But now my company's taking that away. They still give us the paid holidays, but they're taking away any kind of downtime at all. So, is a layoff imminent? It very well could be, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do. To be walking away from a company that I've spent 10 years at, and it was the best company I ever worked for when I started with them, and now not so much anymore. It's very sad, and I'm really not looking forward to having to go look for a new job. So, what do you think I should do? Should I stick it out? Should I try to see if things will change in the next month or two, or 3 months, 6 months? Should I jump in and just go straight into retirement without turning 62 and taking Social Security? I don't think I've got the money for that right now. I'd have to take on another job to do that. If anybody's out there who's been in this same position, let me know. Let me know what you did. Let me know how you got through it. This is not an easy time for me, and it's causing me to be very anxious. And that's another video in itself. That's a video I just made about your health and staying healthy. So I'm going to have to relive that too. I've got to keep myself healthy during these times. Don't want to be laid off and wondering where my next paycheck's going to come from. So like and subscribe if you can. If you like what you're hearing here, leave me a comment. Let's discuss it. Let's talk about it. I'm feeling kind of down. Don't want to feel down in this YouTube journey. I want to kind of keep things up, keep things in a positive mode. So maybe this YouTube will be a way out, will help me eventually walk away from my job. That'd be great too. But I'm not going to count on that right now. But let me know. Again, my name's Pat. This is Ready for Retirement. And we'll see you on the next video.